There's so many stupid fucking gags in this movie that just do not work.
What am I doing?
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks.
In a row?
Hey, buddy, you gonna eat that sausage?
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Tell me something, my friend.
Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the role?
Ladies and gentlemen!
Your complete attention, if you please.
The Epic Film Guys Podcast. I'm Nick.
And I'm Justin, and we can't believe it's already time for the 2019 live stream for The Cure.
Thanks to our amazing peers, listeners, and supporters, last year we crushed our goal of $5,000 for the Cancer Research Institute.
The Cancer Research Institute is funding research into immunotherapy to create a future immune to all forms of cancer. Every single cent we raise goes to them.
And they're also rated over 92% on charitynavigator.org.
This year, we're aiming our sights even higher with our most ambitious event to date.
Join us May 17th through the 19th on twitch.tv/epicfilmguys for 40 hours of live content from us and other amazing shows who will join us to try to reach $7,500.
Please visit www.livestream4thecure for more information or to find out how you can be a part of the event. Together, we can make a difference.
And that's it. Live stream for The Cure 3. Ladies and gentlemen, May 17th through the 19th, 40 hours of content to raise $7,500 for the Cancer Research Institute. It's going to be amazing. I am so glad that we got our promos out there and everybody has been spinning them. Thank you so much to everyone, even though if you're not watching this Twitch stream, you're not going to get your thanks. But I appreciate it a lot. Dan, oh hi Nick, Caleb, I am pooping. Chris Yady, yay Cheddar Goblin. Yeah. How'd he get there? How did he get there? But yeah, so before I start, actually, you know what? I already started recording, so I'm going to do a little audio check. Hang on. For anybody ever wondered what that was, that's my little editing footprint for background noise, so I can just, boom, use it to get rid of background noise. But welcome everybody that's joining me over on Twitch. Before I get going with the actual episode proper, I'm going to let you know what's going to happen tonight. So, episode 184. First, Justin and I talked earlier today, and he only saw like a documentary. I didn't see anything, because I've just been so busy, I have not even had the chance to think about going to the theater. I am, however, going Thursday to see Captain Marvel, as most people order our podcast. Netflix and Swill chilling out over in the chat. Thank you, gentlemen. But yeah, so we originally talked to, we weren't even going to do a 184. I was going to scrub it and just play whatever as an episode this week. That's no longer the case, because as I got home and I got thinking about it, I'm like, there were like a ton of different trailers that dropped that I can talk about live here on the stream. And of course, as part of the episode in Epic Previews, 4 of them, I haven't seen them. So I'm going to be watching 4 of them for the first time. The only one of them I've seen is the new trailer for X-Men Dark Phoenix. So I'm going to watch that. And then, what are you drinking? Of course, we can talk a little bit about the live stream for The Cure. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the Sunshine Summit. That's hosted by Heather from Sunshine and Power Cuts. That's going to be beginning on, I believe, the 9th, which is this coming Saturday. Yep, this coming Saturday. And I am going to be on the event on the 14th. And I want to let you guys know. Cloud Atlas is the true. Yes. Feels like the very first time. Oh. Yeah, so that's going to happen during the live show, like the actual show that releases on Thursday. I'm going to insert the segment that Heather did as part of Livestream for The Cure 2. She's also returning for part 3, which is amazing. But I'm going to insert the segment she did for Livestream for The Cure 2 as part of the show. And you guys are going to get, of course, a live Q&A here on the air. And then, I don't know, whatever else we feel like. The show will take on a definitely improvisational tone. Yes? So that's basically what I'm planning on doing this evening. Like I said, all of a sudden I got to thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute. There are a ton of trailers that I can talk about. And I didn't even register with me that I'd forgotten about it. Let me know how I sound over there in the chat, guys. I actually played around with my sound settings a little bit earlier just to make sure that they sound good, because I know you guys were having trouble hearing the microphone last week. It should be even better this week because I boosted it up even more. I'm trying to really nail down these audio levels. That way I'm prepared for when Livestream for The Cure kicks in. And I no longer have the time to worry about it. Because I'm pretty sure, like, listening back, I went through and I cut out episodes from Livestream for The Cure 3 and Livestream for The Cure Part 3 and Part 4 of last year's event. And, man, compared to the guests, I am so quiet. Like, so quiet. So definitely had those sound issues going on last year. This show has a looser feel to it. Man, do I have any of my cool Rick and Morty sound drops on the board? I don't know if I do. I'm going to add my favorite one. Just because. Let's see, where are we? Caleb, congratulations. I mean, I already knew you got a new job, but you got your starting date. When do you start? But congratulations on the new job, all the same. Oh, here we go. There we go. Where is it? There we go.
You like that? You want me to cut to 3 weeks earlier when you were alive?
Well, now I have to add this one to the board just because.
I don't give a fuck.
There we go. And bring me my fucking enchiladas. It's man versus car. So yeah, so that's a little taste of what we're going to do tonight. I don't know what else we're going to get up to. It'll be whatever. It's probably going to be another shorter episode, kind of like we did 2 weeks ago with 182. Except for this one will have epic previews in it, so it'll have actually like a little bit more to talk about. I actually want to kind of info dump like a little bit about the live stream for The Cure, which I think is kind of necessary. We haven't really talked about who's going to be part of the event this year yet. So that's something I really want to do. And just kind of go through the current guest list and let you guys know who's going to be involved, what day they're going to be on. I'm not going to go through like every time slot that everybody's going to be in, but you can follow Livestream for Cure at Livestream 4 Cure over on Twitter. And I'm posting up every time I do podcast partner promos on the show. I've been adding social media kind of blitz about that show over to the Livestream for The Cure Twitter. Oh, hey, guy. Scott LeVar is in here. IMDb Journey is, and they're fucking great. They are great. They are amazing. Cloud Atlas is amazing. I love Cloud Atlas. My God, Dad's in Cloud Atlas. So yeah, so I want to do that tonight. I actually need to pull up because I think I got Shit Happens When You Party Naked is going to be on, I believe, Saturday, but I didn't add it to the list yet, so I need to. And somebody else, I can't remember who. Somebody else definitely jumped in there. Let's see. The Knicks cast is going to be joining us. I haven't gotten a time from them yet, I don't think. and everybody else's time is pretty much cemented in stone. Very few slots left. Very few slots left. But there's something I'm really, really happy about. I'm really happy that those went so quickly. That makes me really, really happy. And now it kind of just comes down to connecting with everybody one-on-one and just kind of, you know, figuring out what everybody's going to do. Justin showed me a concept that he's working on for the artwork, which I love. I think it looks great. Definitely a much, much different logo than he made last year, which is really, really nice. Dictation is on point. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so I'm really, really excited about that. I'm excited about the live Q&A. I'm excited about all of it. Why don't we go ahead? I'm going to run the intro here one more time.
Stop ganging up on me!
All right, Denny. Jeez. Actually, you know what? I need to do a soundboard sound check. Check, check, check.
Mouthfeel?
Yeah, that's coming in a wee bit loud. On my recording, anyway. Maybe not on you guys' end.
Daddy's going to spank you with the belt now.
Is he? Yeah, I think... let's see.
This is James Jude Courtney. I'm the new Michael Myers, and you're listening to the Epic Film Guys podcast. Thanks for being here, guys.
Still one of my favorite things ever. Did he? It's the Hurdy belt. That makes the ouchies. All right, so I'm going to run the intro here, then we're going to kick off the show proper. Thank you, everybody, joining me over on Twitch. I was going to simul-stream over in Periscope, but I'm kind of... It's really annoying to set up Periscope in Restream because you have to basically remove it and set it up as a source every single time you use Periscope, which is super annoying. And then it's a pain in the ass to actually get it set up, to get it to actually broadcast properly, and to get it to have an actual title. And, you know, I don't talk to anybody on it anyway. I just have it on there for the live Twitter notification, which is nice because people pop in and out all the time. And I don't know, I just didn't feel like it tonight. I really, really didn't. And went to Atlanta school system. All right, so, yep, here we go. Let's get the intro in here, and then let's get started.
You gotta tear me apart, Lisa!
My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks.
In a row?
Hey, buddy, you gonna eat that sausage?
No, go past this. Past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Tell me something, my friend.
Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the role?
Ladies and gentlemen, your complete attention, if you please.
The Epic Film Guys podcast. All right, we are live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Epic Film Guys podcast. And for those of you whose nightmares came true 2 weeks ago when I hosted the show, all Bumble Onesies, well, they're coming back because I am once again flying. I am once again flying solo. No Justin this evening. No God of Podcasting this evening. He has run off. He's run off, and I don't even know where he is. And you know I'm stalling to take time to be able to do the God filter on the board when I'm just talking randomly.
I want to see a kid get decapitated.
There he is. So yeah, When we weren't even going to do an episode this week, Justin and I talked about it earlier. We didn't feel like we had enough content, and there was just a couple of different things that I was like, whatever, I'm not that worried about it. And so we were just going to forego the entire thing, and I was just going to play some old clips and some segments from last year's live stream for The Cure, things like that. And then I was like, wait a minute, we've got a ton of trailers to talk about in Epic Previews. I have seen almost none of them. I've only seen one of the 5 that I'm going to talk about here on the show. I'm also going to bend your ears just a little bit about the upcoming live stream for The Cure 3, let you know some of the amazing guests that we've got coming on, give you kind of a full rundown, as it were. And we're also going to talk about the Sunshine Summit, which is coming up starting this Saturday, the 9th of March. And that's hosted by Heather from Sunshine and Power Cuts. And she does this whole thing where she just has a ton of different amazing guests and talks about their connection and how they got started, and just kind of a really, really fun get to know you kind of thing. I did it last year as part of Restaurant, and I'm going to do it again this year. It's going to be really, really, really fun. She's going to be coming back to join us this year for live stream for The Cure 3. And during the break, after the break, you're going to hear Heather's segment from last year's live stream for The Cure, kind of in the midpoint of this show before I get into all of those trailers. So thank you all very, very much. And before we go any further, I feel like we have to play a very special message. I'm Nick.
And I'm Justin, and we can't believe it's already time for the 2019 live stream for The Cure.
Thanks to our amazing peers, listeners, and supporters, last year we crushed our goal of $5,000 for the Cancer Research Institute.
The Cancer Research Institute is funding research into immunotherapy to create a future immune to all forms of cancer. Every single cent we raise goes to them.
And they're also rated over 92% on charitynavigator.org.
This year, we're aiming our sights even higher with our most ambitious event to date.
Join us May 17th through the 19th on twitch.tv/epicfilmguys for 40 hours of live content from us and other amazing shows who will join us to try to reach $7,500.
Please visit www.livestream4thecure for more information or to find out how you can be a part of the event. Together, we can make a difference.
Yeah, so again, May 17th through the 19th, 40 hours of live stream content, all to raise money for the Cancer Research Institute. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And right here at the top of the show, I just kind of wanted to let you guys know, because I haven't gone through like a full guest list, and we still have a couple of open slots. So if you're a podcast, you're listening to this, and you want to jump in, let me know. Or if, none of the times that are available really work for you and you want to try to squeeze in there somewhere, let me know, and I'll see what I can do about trying to work you in. But just to kind of give you guys the guest list. So on the first day, on May 17th, we've got the Take Two podcast with our great friend Tony Dobish. He's going to be joining us. Kim and Kat Stay Alive, maybe. Ketron was on the show. 2 Ps on a podcast. Gerald, congratulations. Just had a baby boy. Congratulations. Good friend of the show. We absolutely love Gerald. Fuzzy Dan, formerly of Who Spiked the Puns. He's going to be joining us to talk old school video games. That's going to be amazing. Those nerds over there also going to be joining us. Some show called Netflix and Booze. Netflix and Chugs. I don't know. Something. Dan and Caleb are going to be here. I believe we're going to do a cautionary tale of Netflix. I can't remember if we have decided on that. Can't remember. Randy and Tommy, Miserable Retail Slave, are going to be here. And we've earmarked out in a couple of weeks, they're actually going to be coming on the show. I need to get together with Randy and kind of work out more of the details of that appearance. Heather, of course, as I mentioned, from Sunshine and Power Cuts. Lisa and Sam from I Shake My Head, returning from last year. Robin Allen from Interrupted Tales, also returning from last year. George Hanna, formerly of the George and Tony podcast, has a new venture. Don't know exactly what it is yet, but he's going to be on the 17th as well. The Cinema Guys podcast, and I'm so excited to be closing out the first day with Fantasy Movie Draft, hosted by Justin from So I Married a Movie Geek. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. Can't wait to have that. He usually goes on a trip every single year during the live stream for The Cure. And this year, it just happened to line up that he wasn't. So it's perfect. I love him, and I can't wait to have him on the show. Then May 18th, Kate Wallinga from Ignorance Was Bliss going to be on the show. Shit Happens When You Party Naked, going to be live on the air. You think we're not safe for work? Listen to their promo last week they aired on the show. I played it on the show. I was like, wow. Yeah, we don't hold a... I mean, you know what? Early EFG. Go back and listen to some early EFG when we were just filthy potty mouths, and all we did was cuss, and Justin was a lisp and talked about dicks. And
Daddy's going to spank you with the belt now.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, sir. We're going to be joined by the amazing ladies from Two Girls on a Bench. Juliet Miranda from the Unwritable Rant is going to be joining us, potentially with guest. Not sure. She was actually on the event 2 years ago and had to miss last year because they were out of town. Super glad she's going to be back. Brooke Reading and What Does It Matter are going to be doing 2 segments together. Julio, the Contrarians, love you, Julio. Afterburn is taking that Saturday 7 o'clock slot again this year. They were a blast last year. Afterburn 7:39. Can't wait. Steve and Izzy from Everything I Learned from Movies returning to the event this year. Rob and James from the Something cast going to be part of the event this year. A show that I am a huge fan of. Shout out to Dan for dropping this show on me. Stories of Your and Yours. Sean Ennis is going to be live. One Star Bazaar, going to be live a little bit later Saturday night. Super Movie Brother Dave, a huge fan of the show. Movie Cocktail for Batman 1989. The IMDb Journey podcast, an amazing podcast out of Australia. They go through the IMDb 250 and do podcast versus episodes, and a show that I'm a part of. I'm super happy to be part of it. It's an amazing fun show. Thoughts and Players, an actual play podcast, closing out Saturday. And then we've got a short day Sunday. What Were They Thinking? Brendan and Nathan returning from last year. Spoop Hour. It's a paranormal comedy podcast. Very good friend, longtime friend of the show, Emily Prokop from The Story Behind, going to be joining us Sunday afternoon. Steve from the podcast coming back from last year. And then closing out our last guest on Sunday is going to be the Rolling Misadventures podcast. I actually just started listening to their podcast. Really fun. Really fun and enjoyable. And I'm really thrilled to have them as part of the event. I know that was a big info dump. And I know it's like, oh my God, Nick, stop reading names. But I want you guys to know all of the amazing collaborators and podcast partners that we've got as part of the event. And we're going to be pre-recording segments live with Paul from the Countdown, a couple of different segments that I'm going to play, and Angry Old Man Podcast. Mr. X has been kind enough to offer to do like 5 or 6 little telethon-style vignettes that we're going to slip in here as if we're kind of pitching it back to the guys at the Bellaterra Mobile Home Park Estates for them to come in and talk about whatever he's going to do. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. So that's it. That's Livestream for the Cure 3 so far. So a lot of stuff yet to fill in there, and a lot of stuff I'm sure is still going to change there before all is said and done. We're also going to be joined by the Knicks cast, who I haven't read their email yet, so I haven't noticed if they decided on a time yet. That's my bad. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we jump over into a little segment that we do every single week that we love to call What Are You Drinking?
I'm back. Puke and rally. Give me a beer.
All right, and I have, from one of my favorite breweries, absolutely one of my favorite breweries of all time, is Long Trail Brewing out of Vermont. And I saw this at the store. I haven't had one of their beers in quite a while, so I decided I was going to pick up their Vermont Double IPA, Green Mountain Haze. And this is pretty much everything I love a New England style double to be. It's not super hoppy up front. It's very mellow, got a lot of floral and a lot of citrus that kind of plays around in there, and it finishes incredibly smooth. Absolutely amazing beer, and you could say that it has an amazing
Mouthfeel?
That word, yes. It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. I completely adore it. I don't drink enough of their beers anymore because I've been trying so many different things, but it's really great to go back every once in a while and have something new from them and know that they've still got it, because they're just an amazing brewery. If you've never had any of their beers, or if you're a very long-time listener to the show, you know that I paid like an exorbitant amount of money to have their Long Trail Limbo IPA at my wedding, just because I love it so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, is that all I had to do in the first segment? I can't remember. Drew Hallam, welcome. I have to work on Bill's track so much that I dread editing it. Oh my God. Yes, I do have the Q&A coming up now. I was trying to think of it. Anything else in segment 1? I don't believe I do. I need a little push button. Can I like wire something up for that God filter so I can just have a button like right here in front of me if I just want to hit it and like hold it down, and then I can do the Loy Sauce sound drops.
That's a lot of cum.
See? Like, it would be perfect. I swear I had something else to do in segment 1. Oh, right. I also have to change my batteries in my headset when I take a break here. Before we roll out of this segment, because as I said, starting in the next segment, you're going to get Heather's segment from Livestream for the... I said segment like 5 times in like a 4-second span. Before we take a break, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk a little bit about the Sunshine Summit and Heather from Sunshine and Power Cuts, which is an amazing show. She does 2 types of shows, Sunshine and Power Cuts. And the Sunshine are about inspiration, about empowering yourself, about drawing inspiration from nature, things like that. I love the Sunshine episodes. They always pick me up. They always like give me kind of a burst of inspiration when I really, really feel like I need it. And then the Power Cut ones, she lives 100% off the grid down in New Zealand, and the Power Cut episodes are all about that journey and that adventure that she goes on. And twice now, once in the spring last year and then once in the fall, she hosted the Sunshine Summit. This is going to be the 3rd Sunshine Summit coming up starting on starting on March 9th. And I am going to be a guest on the show at 3 p.m. Eastern on Thursday the 14th. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I've actually got a couple of super big surprise announcements I'm going to do live on the air. It's going to be really, really fun. Some of them will probably be a foregone conclusion to some people, but it's going to be really, really fun to talk about them. And I just adore Heather. I love her show, and I really, really want everybody to support it. So please head down to the show notes. The link to her YouTube channel and the link to her Twitch channel are going to be down there. And just please subscribe, and please join us for the event. She's going to have a lot of amazing, amazing guests. A lot of people in the podcasting world. Some people you've probably heard of. Some people you probably haven't. Man, I'm tripping over my fucking words now. Add permitted term ho. What? I'm so confused. I'm tripping all over my words. More beer. There we go. She's going to have a ton of amazing guests. Some you've probably heard of on the show before. Some you haven't heard. And it's going to be an absolutely amazing time. And she's just one of the most wonderful people I've met in this journey being a podcaster. And I love that she puts on this event. It's amazing. And it really is about showcasing the connections that not only she has made, but that I've made and that all of us in the podcasting community have made. Meeting people. I mean, I talk to people from around the world on a regular basis about this stuff. And I never ever... When we first even started Epic Film Guys, I never dreamed that that's where it would be. And this is kind of a celebration of that, and I really, really enjoy that. So, again, mark your calendars. March 14th, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That's when I'm going to be live on the Sunshine Summit. All right? And we're going to run over into a break for a podcast partner, which is going to be Heather from Sunshine and Power Cuts. And then when we get into segment 2, that is going to be Heather's segment from last year's live stream for The Cure. Now, she's coming out again this year. As I already mentioned, it's going to be absolutely amazing. And she did a really fun thing last year where if you donated $5, she would sing a song. And pretty much everybody just kept donating $5 throughout the whole thing. So she had to keep singing songs. It was really, really fun. So please, please, please stay tuned for the promo. Stay tuned for that segment. And then on the back of that segment, I will be back for some epic previews. Let's see. And Moonshine for Drew is back. Oh my god. That was one of the most fun things we did last year. If anybody's in the chat right now over there on Twitch and you didn't catch last year's live stream for The Cure, during Loot Quest, which I actually finished clipping, I said that before the show, but I finished clipping all of the segments from live stream for The Cure 2 into their own individual segments. And I've got the 5+ hours. It's over 5 hours. It's like 5.5 hours of Loot Quest. And I think I'm just going to air it like on Twitch live a couple of times. I'm not going to try to cut it up and put it into a podcast or put it on a podcast feed, but I think just putting it on Twitch and just airing it would be a lot of fun. Drew was there, and it was absolutely amazing. We kept, he would be like, if you donate this much, or if you can get up to this donation amount, I'll do more moonshine. It was really, really fun. We did Monster of the Week, which is just a D&D one-shot. It was really, really fun, which we also never finished and never will. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Like I said, I think I'm just going to air it on Twitch just a couple of different times, just to play it, just so people can hear the audio of it if they didn't catch it during the event, because that was like the wee hours of the morning. Like we were dragging into the morning, like 3:30. I think we finally stopped. It was insane. So I am going to play. What am I going to play? I don't even have anything queued. If you won't shampoo, I should send it to Shampoo and be like, here, do something with this. It's just a lot of fun. I just want to play it and just air it just so that way people can hear it, because it was so much fun. And yeah, it was really, really fun with Drew just doing the random dono things. And we got over $4,000 before we finished playing the game. We were 80% of the way toward our goal before we even finished that night. So it was really, really, really amazing. What am I going to play? I didn't even think of anything to play here. I need something. What is it going to be? What is it going to be? I'm just going to pick it. Whatever it is. Some rando, dumb bunch of shit. Ooh. I thought that was about this week in EFG history. 3 years ago, hard to believe, our Superman retrospective, Christopher Reeve Superman retrospective, where we talked about 1 through 4. Aired a little bit of that on the channel before the live show here began tonight. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We're just going to air some of this. And oh God. Okay, so guys, I will be back in just a moment. Don't go away. Yeah, my headset says I can't hear anything, so I'm just like, I'm just saying. so confused about what's happening with my internet right now. Like, the stream quality is just literally tanking all over the place. I don't understand why that is so weird. What is happening? I'm so confused. But anyway, yeah, I'm back. And once again, as we did, I don't know, it was a few weeks ago, whenever it was. But this is going to be the live Q&A. Now, I've got a couple of things over on Facebook and Twitter I got to pull up. And I really meant to post about this yesterday and then completely forgot about it. I don't know why I'm dropping frames. That's so weird. I should not be dropping frames at all. I don't really understand what is happening there.
I don't really know.
I don't either, Hopester. I don't either. But yeah, so it's once again live Q&A time. So over in the chat, whatever, any Q you want me to A. Any Q you want me to A, go ahead and drop some information over there. This is all for you guys. This is just for you guys here live on the stream. I'm going to pull up my answers for my questions. Cue me right in the A. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining me on the twitch.tv/epicfilmguys. Really, really appreciate it. If you're not already, hit that follow button. I really, really appreciate it. And if you're so inclined, you can even throw me that sub. You can even give me that Twitch Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, that means you have a Twitch Prime sub for free that you can just use, and you can give it to me if you would like. And I'd really, really appreciate it. So yeah, drop your Qs over there in the chat, and I will give you some A's. Over on Facebook, we got some from Destruction in Human Form. Jared Taylor, unfortunately, had to work at 4:30 tomorrow, so he was unable to make it here to the live recording. So he said, thoughts on Senor Spielbergo's comments in regards to Netflix. Okay. He made me do this, guys. He made me do it.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! No! Wrong! Now shut the fuck up and let me do my job.
Stop it, you weak, you baby! Shut up!
Yeah, I agree, Dan. This story is super played out and boring. I've seen few people really, like, 100% in support of Spielberg. I mean, I love the theatrical experience. I talked about this on the Facebook page when this popped up again. And it's like, the Oscars are over. Like, I get into kind of a movie fatigue almost a little bit after the Oscars because I've binged so many movies. I've powerhoused so many movies. I just want to kind of be like, ugh. And I don't care. Like, the wave of the future is here. The future's here. Like, you saw what Roma did at the Oscars. You know, you saw... You know, Scorsese's got The Irishman coming, even though that is going to have a theatrical release and whatnot. The theatrical experience, to me, is sacrosanct. I love the theatrical experience. It will never replace, nothing will ever replace that because it's so completely different. You get that massive screen, massive sound system. You get to be there in a completely dark environment, and your living room will never be that. So I adore it. I love it. But that said, and I don't think that people that live in markets that get every release can really relate to this, but I live in my market. And you guys, if you listen to the show, you guys have heard time and time again me lament my market. I despise my market because I don't get so many releases. And if I get a chance to see them because of a streaming platform, because they're putting it on a platform, number one, Netflix is willing to give money to filmmakers who, how many people would have seen Roma if it wasn't on Netflix? How many? Almost no one. Because you know why? Because almost nobody, because most of the foreign film nominees for the Oscars, they get like a 1-week limited engagement in New York and LA, and that's it. That's their theatrical run. Are those not movies? Is that, like I said, this whole you can only call it a movie thing if it plays in a Cineplex is ignorant to me, because a movie is a movie regardless. If it's made in a certain way, a movie is a movie is a movie is a movie. And if you get a great filmmaker like an Alfonso Cuarón, who, you come to him and, hey, nobody's going to watch this Roma thing anyway. What if we give you a bunch of money? What if you put it on our streaming platform, and then it's going to have like this amazingly huge audience? Yeah. Why not? Why not? I don't care about, like I said, if people really want to find fault with this whole Netflix model and everything, you have to look at all these films that literally either they get a limited release before the deadline for the Oscars, just enough to be able to qualify for nominations, or you have the foreign film nominees. Like I said, 1 week, New York and LA, that's it. That's it. Other than that, nobody ever sees these movies in the theater, ever. What's the difference? They still qualify for Oscars. Why shouldn't films on Netflix? That's it. Spielberg's a dinosaur. I love him. I love so many of his films. A lot of people are really being harsh on him. Spielberg hasn't made a good film in 25 years. I don't agree with that. I love Spielberg. I really, really do. But he's wrong on this one. He's just wrong, and it's as simple as that. And whether he likes it or not, this is the future. This is the future. It really, really is. Let's see. What's going on over there? D&D stuff. Jared also said, remember, guys, Q&A. Q's, I've got A's. Throw them over there. Jared also said, favorite style of wine and least favorite. A dry red for me, Jared, probably more in the realm of a Cab Franc, Cab Sav maybe. Some Pinots. Really, really good. Least favorite is Merlot. Can't stand it. I don't know what it is about it. It's just got an earthiness to it, and just kind of like an off flavor to it that they use to develop it that I just can't get past. It's like I don't know. It tastes like you're drinking the wine equivalent of brick sludge or something. Answer my question. What question? Huh? Caleb is currently workshopping ideas for Thoughts and Players live on the air. I would like to expand the Thoughts and Players brand beyond D&D and fantasy in general. What is your favorite fiction genre, and what kind of scenarios would you be interested in seeing brought to life in the actual play show? Scenario? I don't necessarily know if there's a proper scenario for that. I mean, my favorite fiction genre would probably be either sci-fi or fantasy or some combination thereof. But I don't know. I just want a good player-driven show. That's all I want. We're doing good. I'm loving it so far. It's really, really fun. I'm enjoying it. I also got a couple of responses over on Twitter. Let me jump over there. Yeah, scenarios. I don't necessarily know if there's any like thing. Loy Sauce is pausing his way through Creed 2 to try to find Justin. That's right. Creed 2 is out on Blu-ray. So you guys can try to find Justin. Go ahead. All right. Where am I? There it is. All right. So Chris from the More Good Than podcast asks, would you eat durian if given the chance. Now, durian is this Southeast Asian, like this gigantic thing. Like, I guess you could call it a fruit, but it's like literally like huge. And you cut it open and there's like these little tender sacs and stuff in it, I think. I should try to find like an image of it and put it up in the chat. Oh, no, I'm thinking, yeah, no, I was thinking, okay. No, you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of something completely different. Yeah, durian's the one that smells really bad. That's right. Okay. Yeah, durian's the one that smells really, really bad. So I'm going to put a picture of it up here in the chat so you guys can see it. There we go. Yeah, there it is. So it's got this really spiky rind around it, and then apparently it smells like Bill Sutton waiting in a trash pile. Like, bad. Really, really bad. But I would definitely try anything once. The problem with stuff like this, I can't remember. What is it? Jackfruit is the other thing that I'm thinking of. Jackfruit is the one that's like, it's massive. It's like the giant size of football. And then you can roast it, and like, vegans like to do, like, turn it into pulled pork style things because it shreds and kind of has a similar texture and stuff. Big oof. No one wants to smell that. John DeQuilla says, in your opinion, best and worst Sandra Bullock movie. Best? Man, what if I say Speed? If I just say Speed, is that good? Because I love Speed. And that was, I think, the first movie that I and most people discovered her in. I still love her in that. And I think she's good in The Blind Side. A lot of people really hated that because it felt really Oscar baity, and it is very Oscar baity. But I think she's really, really good in it. Miss Congeniality, good pull, Daniel. Worst Sandra Bullock movie? I got to look up a list of her movies because now I'm trying to think of a bad Sandra Bullock movie. I know they exist. I just have to. Besides Speed 2, I guess, right? Worst is Bird Box. Speed 2. I don't think Speed 2 because... Oh, Gravity. I forgot about Gravity. Speaking of Alfonso Cuarón, I loved her in Gravity. I adore that movie. I don't give a fuck. I heard Ocean's 8 is really bad. Didn't see it, though. She was in Minions. Let's see. Yeah, I've never seen so many of these. Big oof. I'm like, I've never heard of so many of these movies. Worst, I'm going to say, I want to just say Speed 2. Can Speed 2 just be it? Because who likes Speed 2? Does anyone, anywhere like Speed 2 at all? I don't think so. I don't think they do. All right, so back over on Twitter. Kevin Brackett said, but will you be streaming Fortnite while you talk movies? No. I am not a fan of ramps and shields. I'm not good at it either. Like, I've long maintained that if they did a version of the game where it didn't involve the building, if it was just the Battle Royale, I would enjoy it a lot more. I hate the building. And it's because I'm frankly bad at it. Like, I can't do it nearly fast enough to compete with the people that play it all the time and are so good at building. And I watch some streamers like Tfue play it, and it's insane how fast they can build. And it's like, I can't get into it. I can't get into it. Like, just the Battle Royale aspect of it, I think it's fine. Definitely fine, but like, yeah, it's not my game. Not my game. And ramps and shields and ramps and shields and ramps and shields and ramps and shields. Yeah, not a fan of ramps and shields. I was thinking about doing, I was just going to, run Minecraft on here and just play around on Minecraft. Even though I'm really pissed off because I got back into Minecraft recently because I've been watching a ton of videos. I've been watching my way through Hermitcraft on YouTube, which is just amazing. Like seeing the things that people build in Minecraft, like just what is amazing. Like the things that they come up with and the things that they build and the redstone stuff that they can do is just insane. But I just got back into it in a big way, and I've been playing it again, and I got the Windows 10 edition, and apparently it's based off of the old like phone edition, like pocket edition, and all that stuff. And I built this huge mob spawner in the sky to drop mobs down so I could just farm like gunpowder from creepers and arrows and bones and all sorts of stuff. Doesn't even fucking work. Doesn't even work because the spawn rate is completely fucked in the game. It's completely bugged. They haven't fixed it, and it's the aquatic update, so you have tons of drowned in the ocean, and the drowned just completely fill up the tick rate for the mobs. Like you could stand at night, you can just stand on a dark beach, just stand there, nothing will ever spawn and attack you, just because of how broken it is. So I really hope they fix it, but that's my frustration. Yeah, Windows 10 Minecraft is janky as fuck, and the only reason I got it was because I wanted to play it with people on other platforms. But my God, Java Edition is so much fucking better. Oh, and I spent so long building this massive box in the sky where, you know, the water would pour and then the mobs would drop down and I could sit there and smack them with my sword, get the experience. Waste. Complete and total waste. But like I said, I just got it to do cross-platform stuff, really. And I do love the aquatic update. The aquatic update has some really, really nice stuff in it. But, man, I don't know. A bird box. Cue me some A's, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, we'll probably be wrapping things up here for the Q&A pretty soon, and then we'll be doing epic previews where you're going to get to see me react live to trailers for, this is what I got. I have Dark Phoenix trailer 2, which is the only one that I've seen. The Red Band trailer for Hellboy, the new one. The Ari Aster flick Midsommar, which I still haven't seen Hereditary, so everybody else is like super hype about this trailer, and I'm like, I haven't seen the other one yet. The Detective Pikachu trailer 2 for that, and then the latest Shazam trailer that dropped as well. So I got a ton of trailers. I have not seen any of those except for Dark Phoenix, so I'm really, really excited to experience those for the first time. Favorite Netflix original movie? Recency bias maybe, Dan, but Outlaw King, really, really good. Booty Consumer, welcome. Outlaw King is great, and Chris Pine is great in it. That's probably recency bias, only because it's the first thing that sprang into my mind, but I think it's a solid choice, at least for now. And probably... I don't know what you're referring to, Dan, because I haven't seen it. Fave Irish flicks. Is this where I don't say Boondock Saints and I get crucified by people? Let me say this about Boondock Saints. I like it. It's a good movie, especially for a first-time filmmaker. It's like a solid 7 out of 10. But, my God, it's not. Like, people worship it and revere it. I like it. I think it... And, you know, I watched the shit out of it probably way too much, and it's probably one of those movies that just got ruined for me by its, like, diehards. Like, I really enjoy it, but it's... I've never seen the second one, though. People warned me off of it, and I never, ever have. That's the thing that the Black Douglas says. Some of my favorite Irish flicks. What are those? You know what was a good one? And speaking of which, because I was looking through EFG episodes today when I was looking for something to play on the stream, Brooklyn with Saoirse Ronan is really good. It's not really an Irish movie, but she's Irish, so I'll count it. Do you like ribbed condoms? Yes. In what context? Do I just like them in general? Like playing with them? Like just having them to play with? Or using them? God, I haven't used the condom in... Fuck. Can't even remember. I legitimately can't remember. It's been that long. Ninjas or pirates? Pirates. You dirty dog. During sex. Bill or a nail through your penis. Nail through the penis. I'm picking pirates, Drew. I love pirates. Pirates are badass. What do ninjas do? Ninjas don't do shit. Ever. Name me one thing a ninja's ever done. Ever. Nothing, because you don't know, because they're a ninja. My favorite ninja is Crumbopulous Michael, but he was tragically murdered when a spaceship crashed into him. Oh boy, here I go killing again. You never see ninjas. If I could be stuck in an elevator with one person, who would it be? Does it have to be a famous person? Hey, guy. It would not be Seamus, Dan. I'm sorry, it would not.
Hey, Loy Sauce, when you gonna take me over to McDonald's and get me some free double cheese?
Good God. If I could be stuck in an elevator with one person, I'm not going to do like a cliched answer and pick like a really attractive female celebrity, because I would just stand there like a tool the whole time and be like, you're really pretty. I can't talk to you because you're cute. Yeah. Oh, shit. That's a good question, man. That is a good question. My headphones just made like a weird popping noise. Weird.
Hey, you over there.
Stuck in an elevator with one person. One person. Man, that's such a good question. Oh, I'm so bad at thinking about those kinds of things, though. Because it's like so many different people that you would want to hang out with and like just want to be. All right. You know, okay, you know who it would be? Eugene O'Neill. Eugene O'Neill, who wrote one of my favorite plays of all time, A Long Day's Journey into Night. Which, I mean, it's basically mostly semi-autobiographical. It's, man, that dude had a fucked up life. Cast Loy Sauce in one movie role. How would I kill the Hopester? Like this.
Punch me in the eye.
Boom. Cast Loy Sauce in one movie role. Wait. No, I got this. I already got this. The Room 2, man.
Stop ganging up on me!
Loy Sauce is going to be our new Denny. Hey, you know what? There is the realist possibility that Loy Sauce could actually be in Big Shark, because he is actually legit pretty tight with Sestero. It legit could happen. Like, just probably a cameo, not like an actual role, but I guarantee you, if Loy Sauce could get out there, like when they're shooting it, guaranteed he could be in it. Because Loy Sauce is pretty close with Sestero. If you could live in any cinematic universe, what film would you be part of? I mean, fuck. See, to me, and I'm going to approach this from a realist kind of standpoint, because if you're that person who I want to live in the DCEU, well, I don't necessarily know if I want to be that guy that flips on the news and sees a big fucking monster throwing a dude through a building, and the dude gets up and walks out and they hit him. I'd probably just sit there like I don't know how, like, it's the same thing with the MCU. Like, the MCU would be kind of the same thing, or any real superhero universe. Like, from a practicality, from a realistic standpoint, if you're the grunt, if you're just a human, if you're just a nobody in this world, you're not one of the heroes. Like, that's why this is not something to get into tonight, but that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy the DCEU from that aspect, because I think they tried to get into that, like, at least a little bit more than Marvel ever has. But it always terrifies me. Like, think about Star Wars. Like, people could be like, oh my god, I want to live in the Star Wars cinematic universe. You want to live in a universe where there's a giant weapon that can blow up like 5 planets at once with, like, nothing? Like, fuck me. Like, that shit's terrifying. Like, oh yeah, the Empire just obliterated a few planets. Just, see ya. Oh, man. You know what would be cool? It'd be really, really cool. I'm going to say Lord of the Rings. Tolkien, baby. I'm gonna say Tolkien. and live in the Lord of the Rings universe, because that would be so much fun. And I'd be best friends with Frodo and Sam, and we'd go on many adventures together, even though I was their tall, awkward friend. Yeah, I don't necessarily, like, a lot of people would probably knee-jerk to oh, I want to live in the DCU, I want to live in the MCU, oh, I want to live in the Star Wars universe, or whatever. It terrifies me, man. Like, just from a normal, because I'm not going to be living in the DCEU and have superpowers, all right? So I would flip on the news and, see all of a sudden there's this huge blackout and a fucking nuke goes off in space, and then this big hulking monster is literally throwing dudes through buildings and, like, blowing shit up. Like, it scares the shit out of me, dude. Go live in Rivendell. Schindler's List Cinematic Universe. Aw, spoiler alert, we already do. And you've met a dude named Cuke. Aw, me and Sam would have a good cry together. Sam is my favorite character in Lord of the Rings. By far. Criminal that Sean Astin did not get a Best Supporting Actor nomination for his role in Return of the King, because my God, did he do some heavy lifting in that movie acting-wise. And I mean, it's Samwise Gamgee. Tolkien himself said he's, like, literally the core character of the thing. Give Gandalf shit for gaining all the XP himself. Gandalf hogs the boss fight. Son of a bitch. Oh, you'd met a dude named Cuke. Sam is the real hero, which Tolkien has also said, or also did say, I should say. Sam is, like, by far the best character in Lord of the Rings. I will hear no arguments to the contrary. And Sean Astin is Sean Astin, I'd watch anything Sean Astin was ever in ever, because of how great I love him in Lord of the Rings. I would. I really would. All right. So that's going to do it for Q&A, because I really want to get into these trailers. And I'm super curious about a couple of these, because, number one, not looking forward to Detective Pikachu at all. Pokemon was not... It was past my time. So, not looking forward to that at all. Midsommar, again, I haven't seen Hereditary, so I have no frame of reference for it. The first Hellboy trailer, I actually liked it more than most people did, so I'm eager to see the Red Band. And Shazam, yeah, the first trailer was fine. If money were no object, what beer would you make? I'll answer that one for you, Scott. If money were no object, what beer would I make? I don't think it's what beer I would make. It would be how much beer would I make, and it would be a lot, and I would open a brewery, because I love too many different types of beer to make one. So if money was no object, I would just make all of the beer and open a brewery and invite all of you guys to come and join me. So I'm not going to really take a break. Oh, why didn't I stop recording? I'm still recording for no reason. All that's prattle. You know what? Maybe I'll throw that up on Patreon for patrons so they can hear it at the very least if they want to. The Lucky Charms one is going for $450 on eBay. I'm just going to roll back into the show in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very... No. I got to keep my whistle whetted when I record. And usually when I record, like, you see how full this still is? Usually Justin will start yammering on about something like horror or whatever else, and I'll be able to just sit here and go. I love Justin. I really, really do. It gives me the opportunity to wet my whistle on the show. So, taking that again. I feel like I need to be whipped into shape here. Hang on.
They beat the living shit out of me.
There we go. We are live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much for sticking with me here on the Epic Film Guys podcast, and really, really hope you enjoyed Heather's segment from Livestream for the Cure 2. And now, before I say goodbye, before I roll out on the afternoon, evening, morning, whenever you're listening to the show. First of all, thank you. Subscribe on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, Google Podcasts, literally everywhere you can find podcasts. We'd really, really appreciate it. And give us a rating and review over on Apple Podcasts as well, who now apparently is allowing episode numbers and titles, even though they then said before no episode numbers and titles, even though I know literally no podcaster who doesn't put their episode number in the title at all. None. So it's like, is that really like? And then they were like, "Oh no, we're not really gonna delist your podcast." And like some people went all the way through like their entire library, like hundreds of episodes, and like changed all of their episode numbers. But if you do that on Podbean, what it's going to do is it's going to force the RSS feed to think it's a new episode. So anybody that's subscribed to your show, it's going to force it to re-download. I like all of my listeners way too much to make them be like, why is my phone suddenly downloading like 200 episodes of the Epic Film Guys podcast? Not going to do that to you. Not going to do that to you. And one of the other things was we do special episodes on the feed. We'll do live stream for the Cure episodes. We'll do spotlights. We'll do B-sides. Never. We'll do mini-sodes. We'll do all sorts of different little things on the feed. And those all get their own individual episode numbers because they're their own special releases. Like, what? So stupid. Just like literally the dumbest thing. Absolutely the dumbest thing. I don't know what B-sides is either, Dan. Hi, yes, that's me. Oh my God, Dean, you did? Oh my God. I haven't listened to your episode yet this week, but I really hope you go on like a gigantic tear about it. Oh my God. Yeah, I was like, there's no way I'm going to make through all these episodes. I don't have the fucking time. Like, you realize, including all of the extra content, extra episodes, mini-sodes, B-sides, spotlights, everything, we've got like probably closing in on like 230, 240 episodes. It would have taken me an eternity. Oh, oh my God. Yeah, right? So, at any rate, ladies and gentlemen, I had to cue up the soundbite. Sorry. I'm going to take some time here, and we're going to go through a whole bunch of trailers, most of which I have not seen, in a little segment that we love to call Epic Previews.
In the world of Endicott, New York, and Herndon, Virginia, two epic film guys dissect the latest movie trailers in a segment we like to call Epic Previews.
And I have 5 trailers that we're going to talk about here really, really quickly. I'm just going to give kind of brief thoughts. Those of you, if we're in the stream, I'm going to bring the video up full screen. We're going to watch the trailer, and then I'm just going to cut back to like a facial reaction shot of me, be like, or whatever. So I don't know. Where should we start? Chat, where do you want me to start? Thank you, Drew. You better have DM'd me about a segment slot. Detective Pikachu it is. All right. So first up, the second trailer for Detective Pikachu. Now, Justin and I talked about the first trailer when it came out on the show. Neither one of us is excited for this movie. Let's see if this trailer changes my mind. Okay, I gotta get set here for this. Where are you? Boink. What the? Still got the durian. What is going on? Where is VLC player? Is this thing doing some kind of weird thing where it's really queuing up? There it is. I don't understand literally what the problem was there. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, Detective. Why do I have like swearing filters on? Alrighty. Okay, here we go.
So there I was. I woke up with a heavy case of amnesia in the middle of nowhere. The only clue to my past is Harry's name and address inside this hat. So I made my way to the apartment, and that's when I found you and your stapler gun.
Stop talking! You're a hallucination!
You're a hallucination.
So you're a talking Pikachu with no memories who's addicted to caffeine.
I could stop whenever I want. These are just choices. Another round, extra shot, black as night. Thank you, sweetie. I don't know. Maybe Harry got in too deep. Mixed up with the wrong crowd, that kind of thing. Look, you can talk to humans. I can talk to Pokemon. And if you want to find your pops, we're gonna need each other.
No, I don't need a Pokemon.
What about a world-class detective? Ah, my clues!
What is all this?
Harry is still alive. Case closed, but still open until I solve it. All right, here it is. Harry faked his own death. Or somebody else faked Harry's death. Or Harry faked somebody else's death. That last one doesn't work at all. Now, obviously, I've dealt with this putz before, so I'll just do it again.
Hey, bud, what are you doing?
I can't do it when people are watching. Get me the hell out of here! Pika, Pika! That's a twist. That's very twisty. Get him!
He's barely moving.
Don't tell him that. Oh, he's on a bike. Quick, get in front of him.
Stop.
Oh, no. He's going down hard, Tim. Should have worn a helmet.
Okay. May I say, greatest music choice for a trailer literally ever. So that I enjoyed. It's better than the first trailer, I'll give it that. It doesn't do anything to really get me amped up about seeing it. I know a lot of people, like, they see it and they're like, oh, this Pokemon's in it and that Pokemon. I know nothing about any Pokemon, so I'm just like, it just, I watch it and it's like, this wasn't made for you, like, might as well be flashing on the screen the entire time. I don't know, like, it just doesn't appeal to me. I just can't buy, like, smart-ass Ryan Reynolds in Pikachu. I can't. That, for me, is, like, one of the biggest deal breakers, I think. Definitely a home rental with drinks, end of story. Well, that was that. There you go. So, yeah, I mean, better trailers than the first one. I'll definitely give it that. So now we're going to move on to our next trailer, which will be... Oh, Hellboy, apparently. All right. So, all right, let's get into it.
On an island off the coast of Scotland, something was summoned from the depths of hell. Something that would end mankind.
this thing you worried about? Did it show up?
Oh, yes. You did.
We face every threat there is, and yet you take me in. Hello, son. Made me a goddamn weapon.
Where's my fucking violin?
Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Out there's a 5th century sorceress who wants to bring down the curtain on London and the world.
Great. Homework.
Why do you fight for those who hate and fear you? You were meant for this. Out of the ashes, new Eden will emerge.
Okay, I'd appreciate a prophecy with more relatable stakes.
Haven't we got to be saving the world or something?
Yeah, okay, come on. Let's get your game face on. Yeah, come on, let's do this.
Be my king. We belong together, you and I.
We do, but this is not gonna work, you know, because I'm a Capricorn and you're fucking nuts!
Let's see. Where's the Monster Hunter trailer so I can see Caleb kill himself? Oh, I'm so sorry that Paul W.S. Anderson is making that movie. What PS4 game is this? Oh. I really enjoyed that trailer. I enjoyed the first one. A lot of people were really hard on the first one. It wasn't a perfect trailer, but I love David Harbour in this role, and I also love that they're going R-rated with this. I honestly gotta think it looks great. It looks like it's just going to be a fucking cracking good time. It's really nice to see Milla Jovovich in a film, because I love her. Except for, you know, when she's ruining franchises like Resident Evil or Monster Hunter. But yeah, I really loved it. I think, you know, effects-wise, it's just going to be just a giant effects explosion fest. But it's also going to be R-rated with cursing and probably dicks. I'm fine with it. I'm all good with it. This film is aimed right at my sensibilities. So, I'm all about it. Harbour looks great. Absolutely great in the lead role. I cannot wait to see this film. All right, so we're going to skip on to our next trailer. Which is going to be Ari Aster's Midsommar. So let's get it started here.
Christian says that you've got some special thing planned.
Yeah, it's like a crazy 9-day festival. It only happens every 90 years.
Hi. Hello. Theodore. You can't speak. You can't move. But this opens you up to the influence. And it breaks down your defenses. Trust me. All right?
I don't even know what to think of that. I don't even think I've ever seen a trailer for Hereditary, let alone having seen Hereditary. I know that Justin and the Sauce probably have way more to say about a film like this than I do. It looks really, really intriguing. The color, like, I really, really love the splashes of color in the film. It looks like it's going to be, like, I mean, extremely well shot. I don't know. I'm really, really intrigued by it. And it's clearly a very effective tease. I have no idea what's even going on. No idea what's going on in that trailer whatsoever. Exactly, Scott. This is a Justin special. It looks really good, though. It looks interesting. I should see this, but not see Hereditary, just to piss Justin off. Interesting. That's all I'm going to say. It looks really, really, really interesting. I think Justin and the Sauce should weigh in on that one, though, because I really think they're going to have a lot more to say about that than I am. All right, let's get into our next trailer here. Which is none. Okay. Let's play this new Shazam trailer. We'll save the Dark Phoenix for last because I've already seen it.
Daily Bats, I choose you as a champion. Say my name so my powers will become yours. Shazam.
Are you for real?
Say it, okay? Say my name.
That's crazy, right?
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude? I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
This is proof of authenticity. Super strength. Electricity manipulation. Hyperspeed.
I'd like to purchase some of your finest beer, please.
His name is Captain Sparklefingers.
No, it's not. That's not my name.
Chosen one.
Oh, you're like a bad guy, right?
You literally did the opposite of what a superhero is supposed to do.
You're him. You're the hero.
You're welcome for not getting robbed.
I'm Batman.
Get him back in!
How old are you?
Basically 15.
Dude, did you see that?
Yeah, you electrocuted a bus and almost killed these people.
And then I caught it!
You leave tall buildings in a single bound.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh man, Chuck? No. What? Oh god. Once again, I enjoyed the first trailer for Shazam. I really enjoy that one as well. Nothing. You still kind of really don't get a sense of exactly what is going to happen in that film, except for that it's going to be your kind of probably generic superhero origin film. He's going to have to learn how to be a hero and use his powers and la la la. Mark Strong probably won't get dick for screen time, but it looks really fun. It looks really, really. Was the voice of that Batman thing Conroy? I think so, because it looks like a Batman the Animated Series figure. I think so. I would agree. I think so. Yeah, I'll see Shazam, of course. It looks interesting. It looks exciting. But, I mean, for me, like, this and Aquaman and even to a lesser extent Wonder Woman 2, like, I just... I don't know. I'm just not... Ever since Justice League, I've really been kind of off with DC. Like, I just really don't care what they do. I really don't care what films they put out. I've yet to see, like, a really good one since Justice League came out to really kind of amp me up. I was not the biggest fan. Well, even Wonder Woman came out before, but I wasn't the biggest fan of that. Wasn't the biggest fan of Aquaman. I mean, I enjoyed Aquaman for the most part. I don't know. We'll see what Shazam does. We will really, really see what Shazam does. I'm interested to see. I don't know. I'm interested to see where it goes. I don't know. But from that, we'll go to our final trailer, which is X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Why did you make me do that?
Look at me. Focus on my voice. I'm not giving up on you, Jean.
She was my friend.
You're my family, Jean. Stop. No matter what.
Stop. Look. You're special, Jean. And if you stop fighting that force inside you, if you embrace it, you will possess the very power of a god.
She'll kill us all.
Tell me how we fix this, Charles. Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do.
What they don't understand, what they fear, and what they fear, we seek to destroy.
This is your fault, Charles. I tried to protect her.
I'm scared. When I lose control, bad things happen to people I love.
The girl dies.
She's still Jean. We can still help her.
Sometimes you want to believe people are something that they are not. By the time you realize who they are, it's too late.
She's coming.
All right. And I said it before over on the Facebook page when the trailer first got posted. Like, first of all, everybody's hating on this trailer because, at least apparently, they spoil that Phoenix kills Mystique. But let me posit it to you this way. Everybody, and I mean everybody, has complained about Jennifer Lawrence being in these X-Men films literally forever. So we don't know if that's necessarily what's going to happen in the film. I mean, it seems like it is. We get the shot of the funeral with Beast looking all sad. And, you know, she's crying. Why did you do that? She was my friend. I mean, maybe she's just really hurt. You don't know. We don't know. We have no idea exactly what's going to happen with that. But if that is what happens, why do you care? Because you don't like Jennifer Lawrence in this anyway. I really, really hate that this film is coming out after the Disney-Fox merger was already, like, you know, cemented. So everybody's already written this film off as, like, who cares? It's just Fox getting their last movie out of the way. Then it's going back to Marvel. And Marvel's going to make the X-Men awesome. Yay! Marvel's going to... No, they're not. I really don't know what Marvel's going to do once the current, you know, run is done, once Avengers comes out and everything. You know, who knows what they're going to do with X-Men? Are they going to be able to beat the quality? Are they going to be able to... Are they going to be able to beat the quality of films like X2, of films like Logan, even First Class, Days of Future Past? Are they going to be able to beat the quality of those kinds of films? You know, I mean, I'm sure they'll make some entertaining X-Men movies, you know, but you got to give X-Men its due. in kind of what it did to help really kickstart this whole superhero genre between X-Men and Spider-Man back in the early 2000s. That was the only game in town. Batman was still dead because of Batman and Robin. Blade, you had Blade, but nobody really looked at that as a comic book property. You know, I've enjoyed the Fox series for what it was. Honest to God, who do you cast that's better in these roles? Number one, than Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart in the original films, or even McAvoy and Fassbender, who have just been amazing as Xavier and Magneto in the new films. I don't know. I don't know who you even cast that can even match that in terms of the level of performance. Like I said, I think the trailer looks good. I am intrigued. Really, really intrigued. And I mean, if nothing else, guys, it's got Jessica Chastain in it. And she is a little goddess handed down to us. I don't know. It'll be really, really interesting to see. So, I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about most of these trailers, to be 100% honest, because I usually have Justin here to kind of bounce feedback off of, and he'll mention things that he liked, and I'll mention things that I liked, and whatever. But that's it. That's all the time we have for Epic Previews, and that's all the time we have for the show. I really, really want to thank everybody who is listening right now. Thank you so, so much for coming out and tuning into the show. Once again, catch me live on the Sunshine Summit Thursday, March 14th at 3 p.m. That's going to be really, really fun. 3 p.m. Eastern Time with Heather from Sunshine and Power Cuts. She's amazing. Please subscribe to and check out her show. Check out all of our podcast partners that we've been playing the promos for Livestream for the Cure for the past few weeks. It's going to be an absolutely amazing event. Again, May 17th through the 19th, 40 hours of live stream content. It's going to be absolutely amazing, all to raise money for the Cancer Research Institute. I saw that artwork concept. I'm really, really excited for Justin to finish it up and roll it out to you guys. And I'm super, super excited to start getting merchandise available so you guys can purchase it and help support the event. Because, of course, all the merchandise we sell is also going to put money right back into that goal of $7,500. Next week on the show, it's the big one. It's the one we've all been waiting for. Well, unless you're a white boy that's upset that Brie Larson wants there to be more representation for women, people of color, minorities, and whatnot in film criticism. If you're upset by that, you're not looking forward to it. But everybody else is looking forward to Captain Marvel. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to see it as of release day. I'm seeing it tonight. If you're listening to this the first night, I'm seeing the film tonight. And I absolutely cannot wait. Can't wait to talk to Justin about it. And it's going to be hopefully a really fun time. Even though I really just kind of want Endgame to get here. I don't know about you guys, but I really just want Endgame to get here. Beware the Ides of March. I'm not excited because of the tone they've been putting forward in the trailers. Captain Marvel, Dan, I think you're talking about? Okay. Yeah, I've not been blown away by any of the trailers for Captain Marvel either. I really don't know where this film is going to land exactly, quality-wise. I'm really, really hoping somewhere good. That's what I'd really, really love to see. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see exactly what happens with the film. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, for myself... Wait, hang on. I'm going to redo that. All right. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, for myself, for Justin...
Daddy's going to spank you with the belt now.
And for the no good God of podcasting himself.
You're not my dad.
Yes, Lord. Thank you all so, so much for listening. And, of course, until next time, we will see you at the movies.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Justin, and we can't believe it's already time for the 2019 live stream for the Cure.
Thanks to our
This is why I
amazing
need a button
peers,
for it, because
listeners,
I
and
always
supporters.
forget.
Last year, we crushed our goal of $5,000 for the Cancer Research Institute.
The Cancer Research Institute is funding research into immunotherapy to create a future immune to all forms of cancer. Every single cent we raise goes to them.
And they're also rated over 92% on charitynavigator.org.
This year, we're aiming our sights even higher with our most ambitious event to date.
Join us May 17th through the 19th on twitch.tv/epicfilmguys for 40 hours of live content from us and other amazing shows who will join us to try to reach $7,500.
Twitch audience,
Please visit www.livestream for the cure for more information or to find out how you can be a part of the event.
Again,
together, we can make a difference.
Just keep quiet. If you're a patron of the show, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be able to find that Q&A. I'll throw that over on Patreon, just for the patrons. Oh, I should have mentioned it during the show, but also, if you're also a patron of the show, you can watch The Fountain with my full-length commentary. If you've never seen The Fountain, or if you've seen it and just want to hear it with my commentary, check it out. It's over on Patreon right now, only for patrons of the show. $1 a month gets you access to that, gets you access to all of our backlog of extended cut episodes, all sorts of other free, super awesome goodies. Man alive.
You're a mean one, Mr. Nick. You really suck the dick.
I should get the God filter on my voice sometimes, shouldn't I?
Well, I may have been hit by a car.
Dan, you want me to send you all the Hobster sound drops so you can start using them on Netflix and Swill?
Why can't I be cast as a superhero? You fucking pile of shit. I look like shit and I smell like shit, and the urine I've been pissing on myself for 10 years. Fuck you. Fuck off. Fuck the epic film guys. Those epic fail fucking dudes. Hey.
The Hopester soundboard, I love it. It's one of my most favorite things. Oh, here, before we leave, there's the Dorian again. One more time. Or Durian, not even Dorian. Durian. Just so you guys, I figured you guys want to see that one more time. I love you, Dan. I love you all, Twitch audience. Thank you all so much for tuning in over there. Once again, good friend of the show, Brandon, is live, actually playing some Fortnite. So we're going to raid him right now. Say hello to him when we get over there. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Let's go get him.